Welcome to Green Earth, the end. Today, we're diving into one of the most urgent environmental crises of our time: deforestation and wildfires. We'll explore how human activities are destroying our planet's green lungs and threatening all life on Earth. The images you're seeing are stark reminders of what's at stake. Forests, the very heart of our planet, are disappearing at an alarming rate. But what's driving this destruction? A major cause is the clearing of land for agriculture. As global demand for food and products like palm oil and soy grows, vast areas of forest are razed to make way for crops and livestock. At the same time, logging, both legal and illegal, fells ancient trees for timber and fuel. Stripping landscapes, bare urban expansion, also plays a significant role. As cities grow, they encroach on once pristine forest areas, pushing nature further and further back. On top of all this, climate change is creating a deadly feedback loop. Warmer temperatures and prolonged droughts create tinderbox conditions, making forests more susceptible to devastating wildfires. These fires, whether started by lightning or human carelessness, can spread uncontrollably, consuming everything in their path. Every single tree that is cut down or burned is more than just a loss of beauty. It's a direct blow to our planet's life support system. Trees are carbon sinks, meaning they absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. When they are destroyed, that stored carbon is released, contributing to rising CO levels. Simultaneously, we lose a vital source of oxygen production. It's a simple, brutal equation. Less forest means more, which in turn worsens global warming and fuels the very conditions that lead to more destruction. The consequences of this rampant deforestation and the increasing frequency of wildfires are catastrophic for the environment. First and foremost is the devastating loss of biodiversity. Forests are home to an estimated 80% of the world's terrestrial species. When their habitats are destroyed by logging or consumed by flames, animals are left with nowhere to go. Countless species are pushed to the brink of extinction, disrupting delicate ecosystems that have evolved over millions of years. The damage doesn't stop there. Forest soils, held together by intricate root systems, are incredibly rich and stable. When the trees are gone, the soil degrades rapidly. It becomes vulnerable to erosion by wind and rain, leading to massive landslides that can bury entire communities. Over time, fertile land turns into barren desert, a process known as desertification, making it impossible for anything to grow. Forests also play a crucial role in regulating our climate. They act as giant, natural sponges, absorbing rainfall and releasing it slowly, which helps maintain stable weather patterns. When forests are destroyed, this water cycle is disrupted. This disruption leads to more extreme weather events. We see more intense and frequent floods in some regions, as there are no trees to absorb the excess water. In other areas, the lack of moisture released by forests contributes to severe droughts and life-threatening heat waves. The smoke and ash from massive wildfires can travel thousands of miles, polluting the air and affecting weather patterns on a global scale. We are not just losing trees, we are destabilizing the very systems that make our planet habitable. The impacts of deforestation and wildfires are not confined to remote wilderness. They hit us, humans, directly and severely. For communities living in or near forested areas, the consequences can be immediate and life-altering. Wildfires, often spreading with terrifying speed, can destroy homes, farms, and entire towns, forcing people to evacuate with nothing but the clothes on their backs. The emotional and financial toll of losing everything is immeasurable. The smoke from these fires is a major public health crisis. It's a toxic cocktail of fine particulate matter and harmful gases that can travel for hundreds, even thousands of miles. Inhaling this smoke can cause severe respiratory problems, from asthma attacks to chronic lung disease. It also puts immense strain on the cardiovascular system, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes, especially for the elderly, children, and those with pre-existing conditions. On a broader scale, the loss of forest cover has profound impacts on our food and water security. Forests help generate rainfall and maintain the health of watersheds that supply fresh water to millions. When they are gone, rainfall patterns can change, leading to water shortages and crop failures. For the countless communities around the world who depend directly on forests for their livelihoods, for food, medicine, and income, deforestation means the loss of their way of life, pushing them deeper into poverty. The numbers are staggering, with millions of people affected every single year by the direct and indirect consequences of a world with fewer trees. The destruction of our forests isn't just a local or regional problem. It has profound global consequences that put the future of all life at risk. Forests are the primary regulators of the Earth's climate. Think of them as the planet's thermostat. Their destruction is like breaking that thermostat. The most immediate global impact is the massive increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide. Forests hold vast stores of carbon. When they are burned or clear-cut, this carbon is released into the atmosphere, where it traps heat and accelerates climate change. Deforestation is one of the largest sources of greenhouse gas emissions, second only to the burning of fossil fuels. This process also severely reduces our planet's capacity to produce oxygen. While oceans are a major source, terrestrial forests, especially rainforests like the Amazon, are responsible for producing a significant portion of the oxygen we breathe. As we lose these forests, we are chipping away at our own life support system. The acceleration of climate change caused by deforestation triggers a domino effect of global crises. Rising global temperatures lead to the melting of polar ice caps and glaciers, which in turn causes sea levels to rise, threatening coastal cities and communities worldwide. We're already witnessing more extreme and unpredictable weather patterns, from catastrophic hurricanes to persistent droughts, all linked to the disruption of our planet's climate system. The intricate carbon cycle, which has kept Earth's climate stable for millennia, is being thrown dangerously out of balance. We are pushing our planet towards a tipping point from which there may be no return. The picture is grim, but it's not without hope. Fortunately, there are concrete solutions we can implement to turn the tide. The first and most critical step is to stop illegal logging and put an end to unsustainable deforestation practices. This requires strong government policies, effective law enforcement, and international cooperation to protect our remaining forests. At the same time, we must actively work to restore what has been lost. Large-scale tree planting and forest restoration projects are essential. Reforesting burned or degraded areas helps to heal the land, bring back wildlife, and start capturing carbon from the atmosphere once again. Protecting existing primary forests, the ancient, untouched ecosystems that are rich in biodiversity and store immense amounts of carbon, must be a top priority. Education and community involvement are also key. We need to educate communities about the dangers of wildfires and teach effective fire prevention strategies. Empowering local and indigenous peoples, who are often the most effective guardians of the forest, is crucial for long-term conservation success. And we must support the incredible work of wildlife rescue organizations that step in during disasters to save and rehabilitate animals injured or displaced by fires. Every single tree we save, and every sapling we plant, is a vital step toward a healthier, more stable planet for future generations. Thank you for watching. The threats of deforestation and wildfires are real, and they endanger the future of all life on Earth. But this is a fight we can win if we act together. Your awareness and your actions matter. Please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to Green Earth VN. Together, we can work to protect our precious forests and our beautiful planet.